Hi guys, my name is Nicasey and this piece that I'm about to do was inspired by my dupes, Shawn English. We all know that he's launching this site, Personal Freedom, and I heard his song and it was awesome. So I figured that I should do a poem that sounds better than the song. Give me your views. Anyways, it's entitled Freedom, and it goes a bit like this. The battle of the century continues to roll on. Swords and daggers are pulled and blood is shed, but the instruments are not pointed at us by the enemy's hand. Instead, they were formed, molded, and created by steel in our hearts that bled each day. While we sat and the turmoil goes on, we cried silently for freedom to be our friend. Over the ages, it came in many forms. We shouted victory when it was claimed. But our demons did not leave on the battlefield. They clung to us like second skin, camouflaging as we smiled and said, "It is well with my soul." The ages brought us slavery in many forms, and we fought it with physical battles like freedom of speech that was not known in the Roman days as the disciples spread the word of truth but were enslaved by rules of that day. So Peter took it upon himself to cut that guard's ears. Or let's fast forward a couple hundred of years as the white erasers took claim to a race that screamed Mother Africa, but their cries fell on deaf ears. Or we could speak of genocide, parasite, or any other war that kept creatures enslaved. They were fought with our hands and feet, but freedom came at a cost, for we forgot that we were slaves by our minds, slaves to our emotions and desires. We fought a fruitless battle, freedom, Freedom, we cried. But we continued to pay the price that was already paid, for he laid for 3 days and arose and set the captives free. But still, after all of these years, we are bounded by sin. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery, the songwriter says. But cells and bars are already placed up in our mind frames that holds us there for many years, and sometimes we go on parole thinking we're free. But once again, crime, sin is committed, and we go down by it. Sentencing our hearts to a life sentence of pain. We didn't adhere to the judge whom we know judge it fair. Instead, we sent our place to a jury who did not even know or seen our case files. But we were condemned. We allowed our hearts to be the prosecutor, which detached and desolate us as we walked around without a care. When all that stood before us in that cage was a confession or a dare that said, "I did it. Forgive me, for I have sinned and fallen short of your glory, Lord." But human nature held us back, and we didn't even utter a word. As the chains kept turning and reeling us into darkness, to be ignorant of this knowledge was not bliss, but for the pain was far too great for us to bear. We had our hands and feet free from shackles and chains, but our minds and souls remained in that cold dungeon that the enemy continues to enslave us in. Temptation, pride, greed, lust, gluttony. We picked it all above his knee. And still, when he heard our pleas, he sent his son to fulfill our needs. And as he hung on the cross for all to see, that price was paid, so that we could be free. Only if we accept him as Lord of Lords. And we could be that generation against true freedom for all to see. Freedom. Freedom. That's rightfully gained. Thank you for listening, and you can check out my Facebook page for some more of my poems. Just check Nicasey Garden. Peace.